My name is Emily. I'm 26 years old, and this is the story of us. I was only 9 when my dad said, "We're helping someone today." I didn't understand much. He came in quiet, 12 years old, big sad eyes. His name was Liam. His family was gone. A car crash took all. He had no one. So Dad brought him home. I watched him closely. He didn't smile much. He looked so lost. I wanted to help. He had one backpack, a photo inside, and a small note. "You're not alone anymore." Dad set his bed next to mine. He said, "He's family," and I believed him. Liam barely spoke, but he shared toys, helped with homework, a quiet, kind boy. The first time he laughed, it was with me, over a silly drawing. I felt warm inside. He wasn't just a guest, not a visitor, not stranger. He was now my brother, and I was his. We did everything together. School, games, bike rides. He carried my bag. I shared my snacks. He called me Em. I called him Lee. We had our world, safe and simple. Holidays were fun, presents, movies, snowball fights. He always saved me the last chocolate. He helped my homework. I helped his drawings. He was quiet strength. I was soft chaos. People called us cute, brother and sister goals. We just laughed together. It felt true, but sometimes I wondered why my heart raced when he smiled wide, only at me. I ignored it. We were just kids. Siblings, nothing more. Or so I thought. In high school, he got taller, stronger. Girls stared at him, and I looked away. He said, "You're my sister," to everyone who asked. But that word started to sting. I didn't know why. Not yet. But something inside was starting to change. He smiled at girls. I smiled too. But something burned inside my chest. I saw him laugh with someone else, and my stomach twisted. I felt confused. At night, I thought, why does it hurt? Why do I care so much? I told myself, it's just protectiveness. But I knew it was more. When he hugged me, I held on longer. When he left, I missed him deeply. He talked about dating. I laughed out loud, but inside, I screamed, "Don't love anyone else." I searched online. Can siblings fall in love? I felt ashamed, but couldn't stop. We weren't blood, but we were family. At least to everyone, but not to me. I started avoiding him, not to be cruel, but to protect what I couldn't explain. One night I cried into my pillow because love had come where it wasn't allowed. He sat beside me, laughing, smiling, relaxed. Then he said, "Someone likes me." My heart dropped fast. I smiled weakly. He kept talking. I stopped listening. He said her name, described her eyes. I nodded slowly, tried to stay calm. "She's nice, I guess." That's all I said. But inside, I whispered, "She's not me." I walked away later to clear my mind, but it stayed cloudy and full of Liam. I stared at photos, us at the lake, his arm around me. I missed that closeness. He noticed the change. "Are you okay?" I lied quickly. "Just tired, that's all." I avoided dinners, skipped movie nights, watched him from distance, longing but silent. He kept being kind, but talked less now. Maybe he felt the space too. I wanted to shout, "Stop loving them." But I stayed quiet and slowly broke inside. We stopped talking much, not on purpose, but words felt dangerous. So we stayed quiet. He stayed out more, Came home late? I waited sometimes, pretending not to care. At dinner, silence grew. Forks, glasses, small talk. No laughter anymore, just tension between us. Dad didn't notice much. He thought we were busy with life, busy with growing. But I saw it. Liam looked tired, like something heavy lived in his chest. Once, I passed him, in the hallway. We didn't speak, but both paused briefly. Our eyes met. His were soft, mine were sad. Then we kept walking. I missed him deeply, not as brother, but as someone I once felt close to. I wrote in secret, "Please come back," not to childhood, but to something real. I didn't know how, but I knew this. Distance from him hurt more than love. One night, I went to a small party. Friends, music, noise, just to escape. A guy got close, too fast. He grabbed my wrist. I froze in fear. Then Liam appeared, out of nowhere. He pushed the guy. "Don't touch her." His voice was fire, his eyes sharp. I had never seen him like that. He walked me home. Didn't say much, but stayed close, right beside me. I looked at him. He looked away, but his hands shook. He was angry, scared. At the door, silence. I whispered, "Thank you." He nodded slowly, then turned to leave. I grabbed his sleeve, held it tightly. "I missed you, Liam." His breath caught. He didn't answer, but he didn't move, and I knew he missed me too. That night I wrote, "He still cares, even if silent, even if scared." It was past midnight. Rain hit the window. I sat on bed. Tears wouldn't stop. I felt everything. The silence, the fear, the love I buried too deep inside. I covered my face, whispered his name. Not loud, just enough to hurt. Then a knock, soft, slow, familiar. I didn't move. "M?" he said. I wiped my face, opened the door. He looked worried, then saw my eyes. "Talk to me," he said gently. I couldn't lie, not anymore. "I'm scared, Liam." He stepped closer. I continued shaking. "I don't want to lose you." He froze in place, then took my hand, soft, slow, careful. "I don't want that either." Silence filled the room, but not empty silence. It was full of something real. He sat beside me, our hands still touching, both of us quiet. He stared at nothing. Then he spoke, voice low, uncertain. "I've loved you for a long time." My heart stopped. I searched his eyes. He didn't blink. He didn't run. I tried to fight it, tried to forget it, but it only grew, even when it hurt. He looked down, ashamed of truth. "I didn't want to ruin you." Tears filled my eyes. I grabbed his hand. "You never ruined me. You saved me." We both cried softly. Years of silence melted in seconds and felt like peace. "I was scared too," I whispered honestly. "I thought it was wrong to feel this, but we're not blood." He nodded slowly. "We were never really just brother and sister. We sat in stillness. No more pretending. Only truth between us. Only love, finally spoken." The next morning came. Sunlight touched the room. We hadn't slept, but we weren't tired. Liam made coffee. I watched him move. He looked lighter somehow. So did I. We sat outside, just the two of us. No words at first. but no fear. I don't know how people will react, I said quietly. He nodded slowly. Some won't understand. He took my hand, but I don't care. Do you? I shook my head. I only care that it's real, that it's us. We told Dad later. He looked surprised, then smiled softly. I always knew. Some friends judged, some didn't speak, but others hugged us and stayed close. We didn't rush. We took our time, step by step, day by day. And one night, he looked at me. I want forever, and I said yes. We married in spring. Nothing too big, just close friends and my dad smiling. I wore soft white. He wore navy blue. Our hands held tight. He whispered, finally. We didn't cry. We already had. This moment was peace. It was home. We moved together, built our own space, books, plants, laughter, and no secrets. He still draws. I still write. We cook together, dance in the kitchen. Sometimes I remember how it all began. One broken boy and one quiet girl. People ask sometimes, wasn't it strange? I just smile and say, no. He wasn't my brother. Not truly. Not ever. He was my person and always had been. I call him husband. He calls me love. And every day still feels like a choice. What did you think of Emily's story? Which part touched your heart the most? Have you ever loved someone the world didn't understand? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. If this story moved you and you enjoy emotional English stories like this one, please like the video, share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you again very soon. Remember, love doesn't always follow rules, but real love is never wrong. You are allowed to feel deeply, and your story is not over yet.